All right, you know your partner, you love him, and you trust him. That does not mean it won't change after marriage, even if he loves you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to know if your partner will change after marriage. Stick with me to the end of this video. You're going to learn 1 or 2 things, I promise you. I'll be right back. Don't go away. And all right, welcome back. My name is Chris, and this is my YouTube channel where I offer relationship tips and advice. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to know if your partner will change after marriage. You love him, you trust him, you try as much as possible to know him. That does not mean it won't change after marriage. Okay, number 1 way is if he likes to hang out with friends and drink till late night. If you're dating a guy that likes so very much well to hang out with his friends and drink till late night, sometimes drink to stupor, you might love him. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, of course you know him, you trust him in a way, but that does not guarantee 100% assurance of the sustainability of the marriage, because it will change at some point. Why do I say that? Because as soon as you get married, you're still going to continue to hang out with those friends and drink till late night because you know him to be that kind of a person. So it might be difficult for you to change him in the long run. Right? Something is going to happen someday where, when men gather together to drink, ladies are not too far from the area where they drink. You have ladies, different kinds of ladies coming around them on a daily basis, on regular occasions. Something is going to happen in a way that she's going to pick a lady, maybe a friend of his is going to bring a lady to the pub or to the beer parlor to drink, and something is going to happen. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And he's going to take the lady on, maybe for a short time, and what happens after? God bless him if he's the one that have a little change in his pocket. If he impregnates that lady, what do you think is going to happen? The divided attention. It's going to create some attention for you and create some attention for the lady that he has impregnated. Okay? So what happens? It changes. The attention at the times he gives to you in the house is no longer there because the attention is now divided into 2. You need to take note of that particular one and make sure that if you are going to get married to him, you must be able to endure whatever comes after that. Number 2 is if he likes to seek advice from families, relatives, and friends. If he is a type that doesn't have a mind of his own, if he's a type that takes his family affairs to relatives, family, and friends, there's nothing wrong in seeking people's opinion, but taking people's advice and use it to act upon it in your home, I think that one is actually wrong. Right, if you are going out with a guy that doesn't have a mind of his own, if he has to go to his family, relatives, and friends to seek pieces of advice, you can expect him that he's going to change as soon as you get married. Not as soon as you get married, maybe as soon as you get married, or maybe later into the marriage, you expect him to change because something is going to happen in the marriage. It will be actually loss of ideas. It will have to go and meet these people, family, relatives, and friends, and seek advice from them. And God bless him if he seeks advice from people who are there to advise him wrongly. That will affect your marriage because whatever piece of advice they give to him is going to bring home and is going to act on those the pieces of advice that has been given to him by family, relatives, and friends. So if you come across a guy who doesn't have a mind of his own, who cannot decide, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying people should not seek opinion. You can seek people's opinion, you juggle opinions together to act. But in a situation whereby a guy does not have a mind of his own, until he speaks to family, relatives, and friends, and whatever piece of advice they give to him, he now acts on it, you're going to have a problem in that particular marriage. No matter what you say to him, he will believe those people above you, will take them above you. So if you notice a guy like that, it's now your decision to either marry him or not. But whatever comes as a result of that, you are ready to face the consequences. If he's the type, that's number 3 now, if he's the type that cannot control his sexual urge, I mean, wives, ladies are not 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days of a month available for sex. And a man should be able to control his sexual urge at least for a week or 2 Now, if you come across a guy, if you're dating a guy who cannot control his sexual urge, who is interested in sex on a daily basis, then there's a problem somewhere. Who cannot but have sex on a daily basis, there's a problem, because the moment you're sick or something is wrong with you, or you are in your secular whatever, and you cannot be active sexually for a week or two, then what happens? It jumps outside to meet XYZ, all right? And in the process, something happens. What happens is going to go there and impregnate another woman, another lady. And what happens? Attention is divided. And once attention is divided, that automatically affects your marriage. That brings about a change in him, because now it's no longer settled because it's divided. And in a situation whereby he didn't even tell you about that particular lady, you just discover that your man is no longer attentive. He's no longer, with you in the house. It's divided. When you're talking to him, he's no longer there. So you need to watch out. You need to take note of all of this and make sure that even if you are going to take him, if you're going to get married to him regardless, you are ready to face the consequences that comes as a result of it. Don't forget that your health is linked with your relationship. I keep saying this on my channel, that health is linked with your relationship and your relationship is linked with your head. They are vice versa. So whatever you're going to do, make sure it is worth it and it is worthwhile. Make sure, this is very important, make sure you are not responsible for the change in him. Take note of this. Make sure you are not responsible for the reason why the man has changed after marriage. Okay? So if you have searched yourself and you now see that you are not responsible for whatever change that has brought about in him, then you are fine. But if you are responsible for the change in him, then this video might not help you. But then if you're not responsible for it, if you are still yourself, then the video is actually for you. Make sure you take note of these 3 points in the guy you are currently dating. Number 1, in a summary, if he likes to hang out with friends and drink till late. Number 2, if he doesn't have a mind of his own, if he seeks advice, piece of advice from relative, family, and friends, okay? Number 2, if he cannot control his sexual urge. So it is now left to you to either decide to even marry the guy, but I can categorically tell you that such man who possesses characteristics will change after marriage. Right, guys, what's your take on this? What do you think? Do you think these 3 points are right? Do you think men will change? Men that possesses these characteristics will change? Or do you think it doesn't actually mean that they will change? Whatever it is, leave it in the comment section for us. Let others learn from it. Your comment is actually very important, because the moment you drop the comment, someone is going to see it, someone is going to learn from it. All right? I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. If this is your first time to this channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button beneath and open all notifications. The essence is that you'll be notified each time we drop a new clip. Don't forget, your relationship is linked to your health. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Take care and have a nice day. Bye now.